Welcome back. Are you here, all of you? موجودين? Okay. So this is already recorded إن شاء الله. شو So we finished the first part. We are now in the second part, which will be actually the written part. Again, I'm repeating for you that this is very important, that you have to study all the PowerPoint and the exercises in your module page. Because in Moodle, because if you didn't study and didn't get full practice, you will not be able to pass. So please study all everything, PowerPoint, presentation, and the exercise sheet, and every material that is uploaded in your Moodle page. Okay, and the second part we have, let me, so we are just double share that I'm sharing. So I'm sharing already. So just go for notability. Okay. Okay, the case that is required here, as you can see, it will be based on this case. We have 5 questions. You have to answer it, all of it. To get the answer. Okay. So we have here Gulf Fresh Dairy Company. Okay, they do a review. They are providing fresh milk and product of, the dairy like we have here in Bahrain. Okay, they have in Gulf Company, okay, as well in Bahrain. They supply milk, yogurt, cheese, ice cream, whatever you like from the dairy market. In Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates. Okay, so this is they are giving us question about it. So they have modeled their, for example, here in Citra facilities, they modeled as the total cost as a function of a Q as given, where Q is the number of reproduction per day in ton. So we have it as per day in ton. And so we have total cost. They first want us to solve these 3 parts question, A and B and C, the total cost. What does the value 500 present? What is this meaning? This is the 500 they are asking us. And what that mean? Okay, what that mean? Okay, but actually it is the fixed cost. Okay, what anybody know? And what is the derivative of it? So actually, what is the derivative of 500? What will be the answer? It will be
0.
just 0. So we know that in this part, we will say that the differentiation for this one, d, okay, for dq for the 500 is just will be 0, okay, because, and we call it what? We call it the fixed or the fixed cost. It is the, what is it? It is the fixed cost. It is the fixed cost, and its derivative is just 0. Okay, is that clear? So this is for the first question. What is that value present? It's represent the fixed value, and the derivative for it is just 0. Is it clear? So it is written for you also, is in here, that, okay, it is a constant. So by the constant rule, it's just will be just direct 0, and we call it fixed cost because there is no q within it. Is that clear? Is that clear? So this is the solution for the first one. When we go for the second part, the current number of the batches is Q8. Estimate the effort. So estimate the effect on total cost, a 3-unit increase in the Q. So here we are, how to deal with this part. We have here to differentiate because they want the increase within a certain unit. So we have to use the formula, because the formula for the increase which that we will use is approximately the first derivative times delta Q. So how to apply it? So we have first to find the total cost, its first derivative. So according to this, we will just go for this. Let us differentiate together. So 3 times 3, 3q cube differentiate. So 3 will come down. So it will be 9q square minus 2 times 12 will be 24q plus 8. So this is the first derivative, and he's asking at q equal to 8, so just direct substitution. So it will be 9 times 8 square minus 24 times 8 plus, sorry, I run up, 8 plus 8. So just we remove the q, we put the 8. According to this, we get, after calculation, we will get, it is 392. So this is what we get at, this is the TC dash at 8 actually. Now we get this part, we need the delta Q. Delta Q, they said 3-unit increase. So that based on that, that delta Q 3-unit decrease, increase, that means it's positive 3. So it's positive 3. If it is decreased, it will be negative 3. So we just already done. So according to this, we have the approximate change, or the effect will be delta total, it will be T dash times delta Q, which we have here 392 times 3, just multiply, and we will get 176 BD in 1000. So just we differentiate, substitute with 8, and multiply it with the change required. Is that clear? Is it clear? Give me a thumb up if it's clear.
It's clear, Miss.
Okay, what that mean in word? That when we have increased production, the quantity is increased by 3 units or 3 batches per day, it will result in raising the monthly cost, because this is, we are talking about cost, by 1,176,000 BD. Is that clear? So we have to write it because they are asking for writing this statement. So there is for so there is an increase because the delta x, delta q is a 3, in an increase with or with the 3 production, okay, per day will lead, okay, result in increase or raised and cost by 1176 BD thousand per month. Is that clear? So just you have to say that this increase raise the 3 unit batches increase will result in increase by 1176,000 per month in the cost. Okay, so we done from question 1. We can move on for question 2. Of course, you have the model answers here within details solution also provided for you. Okay, for part 2, they are asking Gulf Fresh Dairy operated primary yogurt line. So they will start with the yogurt line sold across GCC supermarket. They work weekly profit. So we get the profit function. No need to produce it. It's ready for you. This is what you done in mistake in your midterm exam. It's ready. No need to produce it. It's given to you. Where Q is the number of units sold per week in hundreds, and buy is the weekly profit. So this is the weekly profit. Find the value Q that maximize your profit. And so we can use minus B over 2A, but it's not required. They don't want this method. They are asking for the first derivative test. So they want us to use the first derivative test. If we use minus B over 2A in this equation, I will get 0. Is that clear? Because they say that I have to use the first derivative. They mention it in the question. Clear? Not like the multiple choice, I can use minus b over b. It's quadratic, so I can use it. But here, they didn't want me to use it. Clear? Give me a thumb up if it's clear. We have to use the first derivative. So we have to set the first derivative equal to 0. This is repeated. This is third or fourth time it's repeated in this revision, okay? So what will be your first derivative? It will be just, so the first derivative, we have to take it. 2 times minus 40, it will be minus 80q square plus 1000 q. That's it. We have to set it equal to 0. So I got mistake here. Nobody mentioned, so this is just q. Okay. Minus 2, it come down. So 2 times minus 40, it will be minus 80q plus 100,000. So after differentiation again. Okay, so differentiate this one. It will be 2 times minus 40 minus 80q plus the differentiation of 1600 q, just the q is derivative is 1, so it will be 1600. This is equal to 0, so the first derivative should be equal to 0. Solve it, we will just get q is equal over 80, which is equal to 20. Okay, this 20 means, because here we are, this is okay, this is actually per week. This is thousand, huh? Okay, because it's in 100. So this is actually in 100, which means actually it is 2000 per week. Is that clear? Okay. So this is what will be maximized. Is it clear? Is it clear? Just we have to
What is the
set it
20
equal to
from?
0, solve it. First derivative equal to 0, differentiate, then make it equal to 0. Is it clear? Give me thumb up. Give me thumb up so I can continue the second part. Okay. Now they want us to use the second derivative to make sure it is a maximum or a minimum. So again, this is the first derivative. I have to differentiate it again. According to this, minus 80q, it will be just minus 80. This is the second derivative, which is less than 0. So that means the stationary point, which I got, which is a 20, is just, it's so q 20. When it is less than 0, that means it is maximum. So q20 is the maximum. It's maximum point. Okay. Is that clear? So to give us maximum profit. For part C, I think it's clear. So we apply the first derivative and second derivative test here. Calculate the maximum weekly profit. That means we said that this point at q equal 20 will get the maximum profit. So we just can calculate it back in the original function. So we have to substitute it in the original function. So we know that by. So go back for the original. Do not mess. So you have to, instead of a q here, we just have to substitute it with the original, with our 20. So just remove this q, put 20, and just use the calculator and to calculate. That's it. You will get the maximum weekly profit, which will be 8,000 BD. So this is the maximum weekly profit. Okay, BD. That's all for question 1. I think it's clear. Any question regarding question 1? So we have to use first derivative, take the first derivative equal to 0. We have to provide it's within substituting in second derivative test. If it's less than 0, that means it's maximum. We have to substitute in the original function to get the maximum profit. Going for Question 2. This is also, you have the solution here, printed for you. Okay. We have raw supply market. Gulf for fresh dairy resources, raw milk, regional farm, and economics has modeled the supply function as B equal Q square plus 3Q plus 9. So this is the model that they got, where B is the price per unit NBD and the quantity in thousand. Okay, the market equilibrium is at Q not equal to 5. So we know that the Q not is equal to 5 is the equilibrium point, and they provide us this graph. Okay, so this is the function, and within the equilibrium point, they mention it here to here with us. What they are asking here on the graph, they want us to represent the producer surplus PS. Where will be the PS? Producer surplus will be where is it's above the supply function and which will be within the equilibrium price. So what you will do here in the graph, you have to go straight on just to connect with 5 with 49. So here with the 49. Okay, so this is what you get. And the surplus, the PS, the producer surplus, the PS will be actually, let me clear it here. So this will be the area of PS. So you have to, in exam, you have to do the dash red one with 49, and then you have to explain where it is the surplus, the producer will be. So it will be here, where it is under the equilibrium quantity and which is giving you here. So it will be this area. Okay, under the
It's
equilibrium
always like
quantity.
this.
Yeah, it is, yeah, it's always like this if it's BS. Okay, and if it is the C, the other one, if it's CB, the other one, the consumer's surplus, it will be the as shown in the PowerPoint. You can see the other case, but for the BS, it's always like that. Okay, so just you go draw the red line and just color this area in between. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
And if we want to calculate the area of this one, we have to do the integration because we have it. If you go for, I will show you just 1 minute for the formula here for the PS. So see it here. Just I will just clean here. So we have to do the integration. To get the value, we have to do the integration. So we just remain here. So they want also to integrate. You must show all definite integers. So we have to do the integration because they want also this one and the second part. Calculate the, okay? So we have to do that. So we have to produce, not only in part A, they just want the graph. On a graph, identify the shade region that present the producer, so, and label it clearly. So we have to, as we did, I saw you, we have to, the first one, we have just to do the graph. For part B, we have to continue with solution. So we will use this formula. So we need to calculate the P naught in part B, and in part C, we have to use this formula. Is that clear? So P naught, we will calculate it. They just make it not all at once. They just make it for you part by part. So first we will solve for P naught and B. And in C, we have to do the whole calculation. Is that clear? So this is what we will get. Okay. So is it clear? So this is for first part, you just mention the PS where it is the solution here. Is that clear? For the second part, we have to so this is just in the graph as I show you. Calculate the equilibrium market price. The equilibrium market price will be P naught. So this is B. So we want to get P naught. So we have to use this function with Q naught equal to 5. So we will get B naught. So let us do it. So here we just have the function in front of us. The function is Q square plus 3Q plus 9. So we got Q naught is just 5. So just we have to substitute. So 5 squared plus 3 times 5 plus 9. And we will get 49. So our P naught is just 49 BD. Is that clear? Is it clear? Which is actually similar to what you have here. So you can check your answer if it's correct or not in the exam. Clear? Is it clear? And if not, you can do it by your own. You get Q is 5, and you get B naught. If it's not drawn for you, you can do it by your own. So you can just 5 and 49. Okay? Is that clear? 5 and 49 in the graph, and you know it will be the BS will be below it. So we done from B. For here, calculate the producer surplus equilibrium. You must all defined integration step clearly fully mark because you should present the whole step. So according to the BS formula, so we have to write it here. BS is equal Q naught E naught minus integration from 0 to Q naught, where Q naught is just here. No problem. I will just Q naught Q square plus 3Q plus 9. Okay, dq. Actually, here we are having, so let me, the Q naught is just 5. Okay, so Q naught is just 5, sorry, 5. So we can just do the calculation here. And we know that P naught is just, as we did it here, 5 and 49. We have to multiply it and subtract the value. So let us first find this value, then subtract it from what is given. So let me have a color. So we have to find the integration. dq, which will be, here we are integrating, we're adding 1. So it will be q3 over 3 plus 3q squared over 2 plus 9q. From 0 to 5, substitute with 5. Okay, and you will get, after substitution, you will get this value equal 124.17. So you have to just two decimal, round it to the decimal. So this is the value, and we get here, from here we get 5. So what we will be, BS will be 5 times 49 minus 124.179, which will be as 120.83. You should show the whole step, otherwise will be detect mark from you. Is that clear? Is it clear? Okay, so
Miss,
we're
this
done
one
from
kind
the
of
question. Say it again.
this one is a little hard. This question.
Not hard. Just integration. Do the integration by alone, and that's it. What is the hard behind it? You have the formula. You have to integrate this one from 0 to 5. When you get it, just keep it. This is what you got here. You keep it here. And this is B naught times Q naught, what you got. So you get practice. It's not difficult. You have the formula in the formula sheet. B naught, Q naught, you have to multiply it together, then subtract it from the integration. So do the calculation. So this is the green one. Okay. So instead of this one, you get 124. So just remove it, put the integration value, and you will get it. Is that clear? You get it or not? This is the integration of this value. That's it. B naught Q naught, which is 4 times 5 times 49 minus the integration. So do the integration separately. And you can also double check from the calculator the final answer. If you just put the final answer using the calculator, yes, you can use the calculator to check this correct answer or not. But you should show the whole steps. You should show the whole steps. Okay, sorry. Okay, you should show the whole steps, even the substitution part. Okay, is that clear? Even the substitution part here, for example, I skip it, so you have to put 5 3 over 3, okay, plus 3 5 square over 2 plus 9 times 5. Then you can, so you should show whole steps because it's required. See here, show all steps. If you do it just by calculator, you can do it by calculator directly, but you will miss a lot of marks in that part. Okay, is that clear?
Okay. Yeah.
So for question 4, again, they provide you with details. It is actually linear programming, which is will be the last part in your exam. Then they will ask you about the ethics part. So we almost done for this part. So let us read the question. They are helping you also to define it. Okay, Gulf Fresh Dairy Citral facilities brew two types. So the first type will be your X. The second type will be your Y. Okay, so according to this, so the first one will be, we can go here directly. So the number of type X. X will be the number of type X. So just write it in your, the number of type X. Okay, this is will be number of, because he's saying to type X. Okay, if it's say in your exam A or B, you just they change it in exam. You can just put it, for example, type A or type B. So same thing here. The number of type Y. So this is so X is the number. Okay, how many they produce from this the full fat milk, and how much this is will be for full fat. This is full fat, and this is actually for the second one, which is low fat. So this is what we mean by them. Okay, the manager team want to determine the optional number of producer run each producer per shift in order to maximize. So they want to maximum daily profit. Each type of X production run 3 staff hour and 1 equipment hour. This is for X. So we have to, so what, so we have to, that we have staff function and we have other function which is equipment. Okay. The equipment. Okay, so this is the equipment. So what we are actually, so we have to distinguish with it, is separate both of them as we did in the example. Okay, so we have, they help you. So we have to build up a table actually for that to explain. Okay, so what we will do, we will provide a table here for the staff, as I say to you, and the equipment hour. For X, if we go back, how many? For X, we are requiring 3 staff and 1 equipment. So we have to, so we'll put here 3 hours for staff and 1 hour in the equipment part. Same thing for Y. Is that clear what I'm doing? For Y, we have 2 staff and 4 equipment hours. So we will have, so we have to distinguish staff and hours. So 2 hours and 4 hours. So this is what we have to do. So you have to build for you table, staff, and equipment. Here for X and here for Y. You just, here we have 3 and 1 and we have 2 and 1. Is that clear? So according to this, what we will result in, this will result in 3x plus 2y. Okay, how many they are working in shift according to, what is the maximum hour working in shift? Okay, per shift, the facility maximize 20 staff hour, 24 staff hours. So they should be work less than, they should be work less than, they should be work less than 24 hours in the, okay, for the second, for the equipment, it will be 1x, or we just keep it x for simplifying, plus 4y less than 20 hours as mentioned in the, okay? So this is our constraint. So this is our, we call it our constraint. Okay? And they want us to maximize, so is it clear for the constraint? How we get it? So we just put staff hours separate, equipment hours separate, and we fill a table as I show you, staff and equipment. For the profit function, which we want to maximize, we will call it the objective function. Okay? Okay? Bears is a facility has a maximum of, okay, at least 1 run of each type must be completed per shift. Okay. At least 1 run each tab must be completed at per 1 shift. So here usually we in our previous exercises they didn't mention which constraint also to be here. Here that means each tab must be completed at shift at least 1 run. That means X is greater than 1. We have to produce at least 1 batch of full fat, and also one from the other one. So we have not greater than equal to 0. Here we have greater or equal to 1. Okay, so this is the difference that we get with from the example that we get. So here we have also more extra condition that we have to add it to our model. So our model become 3x plus 2y less or equal than 24, x plus 4y less or equal than 20, plus that x should be greater than 1 and x greater So, and y also greater or equal to 1 because it's at least either, so they can get 1 and more. Is that clear? So this is will be the constraint. So the all constraint as given here. And they want us to maximize the profit. What they get to profit from the original function, how to get it? Here we have, okay, profit generate from X is 600. So this is 600X as a profit. So Z will be 600X plus how many from Y? From the equation here, the profit is 800. So this is what we want to maximize. So we call it our objective. So we get our objective function and we got our constraint function. So we can just sit it down, writing it. So it will be, this is the objective function. We want to maximize this one. So just we keep it one side. And this is what we have to solve, which is the constraint. How to solve them? We have to graph. We have to graph this actually in our, okay? So they want us to write all constraint. We have to write that. Okay, write the objective function as I show you, which is which we want to maximize. So it will be just 600x plus 800y, and the constraint as I show you, the four equation inequalities that we stated for together. Okay, then they provide us with the graph. They don't want us to graph it. It's ready for us. It's graph for us. What remains for us now? We have the graph already there, and we know that the feasible, they want us to shade the feasible region. The feasible region should be, which is satisfying all these things, so it will be this area. So we have to shade it correctly in your exam because most of you didn't do it correct uh, in your project. Not all of you get it correctly. So this will be the shaded area. This is the feasible region. Okay, did you see it? This is it. And which this point, we call it corner point. How many corner point we do have here? How many corner point? How many corner point we do have? Can you explain to me? 4. Yes, 4. And you have to state them. So you have to highlight. See here, in the model answer, they just highlight it, okay? And this is the point that you have to read it, if it's not reading. If it's reading, just you have to write it. So here we have 1, 1, 1 and 4.7. And here we have the 5.6 and 3.6. And so this is, you just have to put them here in your table. Corner point. So you have to fill the table with the corner point from the graph. So just from the graph, we have to put 1, 1. It's just easy completing the whole table as shown here. Is that clear? 1, 1, 7 point. So just you have to substitute, and you have to think about the objective function that we have to maximize or minimize. Just put it in front of you, and you have to substitute with each value, putting your x 1 and 1. Okay, just you have to substitute with x and y as shown, and calculate your profit when they sell from full fat one batch and from low fat one batch, how many they will get as a profit. And then we have to, after calculating all, we have to think if they want the maximum, we have to choose which is the maximum here, which is this. Actually in this question it will be the maximum one is, which is This one, if in the exam they are asking about the minimum, you have to choose the minimum if it is the cost, for example. But here they are asking about the maximum, so you have to fill this table and then answer that it will be at 5.6 we will get, and 3.6 from the other batch, we will get the maximum. Is that clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? So it will be graph for you, just you have to shade and read the point. Is that clear? Is it clear? How to graph, you know how to graph. I already explained it within the first part in the multiple choice. I show you how to solve inequality. Any question regarding this part, or it's clear? There is also some practice in your PowerPoint. You have to practice so you can do it in your exam. If it's okay, just give me thumb up. So to go to the last question, which is the ethical part. Unless you want me to explain something here. Is it okay? Give me thumb up. Okay. Now, here we have a question which is about the ethical part, ethical consideration. Gulf Freshly Dairy planning to expand milk production by 40%, capture growing GCC export demand. So they want to expand their production. A financial analysis confirmed the expansion is mathematically optimal and it yield positive NBV. They calculate the NBV, it's positive. So however, the expansion require drawing significantly more water. Okay, so this is one concern. More water. We need more water for the local aquifer and region already expansion water security. You know that we are in shortage for water in GCC. We are delaying in uh, what we call it. We don't have a fresh water actually. So as well also involve replacing several serving local employees with automated machinery to reduce the unit cost, and they will use a lot of machine, so they will not have a lot of employees, so they will suffer from that also, the local employee, because they will fully depend on machine instead. uh, a senior director state, the numbers are clear. The NBV is positive and the profit will be increased. There is nothing more to discuss. What do you think? Is this legal? Is it ethical? Just thinking about the NBV and the profit, not thinking about the water security that we got, not thinking about the employee if we replace them with the machines. So we have to discuss it, how to write. So do you agree with the senior director position? Discuss whether the financial and mathematical optimal alone are sufficient to grant for business decision in your answer. Okay, state clearly whether they argue, disagree, are you agree or disagree, what you think. Support your position with two discussing two ethical consideration, society and environment, to the Gulf Fresh dairy expansion. So you can explain, are you agree or disagree for this one? So you have here we have a model answer for you. One model answer, he said he is disagree. Yes, we got positive in BV, but yet it measure profitably, but do not account for the border consequence. Okay, which is not considering the environment and people. mathematical calculation is necessary, but not sufficient, not enough to take a decision. This is the first uh, what he's saying. Okay, this is the uh, first answer here. Okay, the two consideration, for example, the environmental sustainability and water security. Okay, so and he explained that we are, for example, in Bahrain and GDB, we are suffering from groundwater. We don't have enough water, and we have by imposing that we will put more stress in these resources. Okay, which will affect the environment negatively, will harm the environment. Okay, and will cause for a lot of disease, for example, because okay, and it will cost a lot of also if we have suffering from no sufficient water and so we have just to discuss it. Okay, okay, so and it will be clash with Bahrain national water strategy. So we have to be careful for water because it's very important resources. We cannot get run from it. Yani we cannot live without it. Yani it will be harm us. Okay, and this is he discussed the environmental of sustainability and water security. And for the second part, because we said that if we displace worker with machine, that will be actually will have a bad effect at the social because they will not have work and whatever. So, and this is they explain for you here by the because so the employee are the stakeholder, so we cannot harm our employee and just keep them stay at home and we have a machine instead of them, which is not legal actually because the company is built based on the employee. They built the company, so we just cannot get rid from them. Okay, so okay, is it clear for all of you? So just you have the model answers there also. You can practice it and maybe here we give you the water and maybe in the exam they will give you another resources that will be harm. So depend on you have to think about the impact on the environmental and the social part. Not saying that there is an impact as you did in the midterm. Please write what is the impact. We know there is an impact. We are asking you to explain the impact. So you have to write. Is that clear? So this is the end of the revision. If you have any question, just you can raise it. Yes, my dear, I told you a lot of time, the same formula sheet, which is uploaded here in your revision folder, it will be same. So please practice it. The same one, you will get it. So practice, just print it. What I am asking you to do, print the question without the solution. Try it by your own. But before doing that, go within your PowerPoint slide and exercise and keep this to test yourself. Are you able to solve it or not? You
دكتورة
should practice. Yes, my dear.
I have a question about آخر درس واللي قبل الأخير. Actually سؤالي إن هل في طريقة معينة أو instructions معينة تخليني أعرف عن المعطيات اللي هو like how to write maximizing وشلون يعني مثلا في الدرس الأخير كان في question اللي هو مال printing والpending. حتى أنتي في الكلاس
Yeah.
سويتي لنا على شكل table. هل في طريقة like
Yes. So
معينة
what,
إذا
just I will
yes
tell. Just
yeah
I will tell you. As we did here, my dear. شوفي, you have two function. You said printing and banding. So we have staff and equipment. So they will give you two things. Get it? It depends on the
yes
question. Here we have staff hours and equipment hours. You have their banding hours, and printing hours. It depends in each scenario. Is it clear? You will have to function. Just you have to separate them. The same thing. It's the same. You get it or not?
yes okay thank you.
You will have two division. Division one, division two. What you get, for example, in our exercise, there it was printing and binding. Here we have milk. We don't have to print. It's not paper, not book. I? You get the idea? It depends on
Yeah
what in the case. مثلا أنا if it's furniture مثلا they will بيشتغلون عليه, they will make it, then they will polish it. فبيكون عندنا, you get it? Working hour and polishing
yeah
hour.
like هو basically سؤالي إنه يعني
So
شلون
yeah,
أنا
so it will
أقدر
be,
أفرق وأعرف المعطيات like إنه أعرف إنه ترى أوه هذي حق ذي
well,
وذي حق ذي. إن في
it
شيء
depends
معين لازم
لا لا لا
أتبعه ولا
you have to read the question. It will be mentioned there. See here, for example, they will say to you, you said here we have how many hours, what's different type here, we have staff hours, equipment hours, so we have to do division, staff and equipment. Good?
yes
Is that clear?
yeah
Now he will say to you, the X run 3 staff hours, so X in staff, it will be 3 hours, 1 in equipment hours. So this is for X, it's clear. So I can say, get it? So I can say here, X, 3 and 1. Get it? Same thing for Y. You should read the question. It's written in the question. Each type production 2 staff hour. So here 2 and 4 in equipment. So it's in the written part. So just within practice, you have a lot of exercise. You will get the clue. Okay. So, and the total hour for staff is 24 hours, so they cannot work more. The total hour for equipment part is 20 hours, so they cannot work more. So we get our constraint here. Okay, is that clear? And this is the last one, which is the objective, which is they want us to maximize or minimize. You have to make it separate, as I told you. So just if you follow that we have two divisions, just keep them separate for X and Y, and you will be done. And for the maximums or minimum, which will be our objective, we just keep it Z equal, and we have to maximize it or minimize it based on the scenario. Is that clear? So usually we will have two division. So that's it. It depends. So here is staff and equipment. Sometimes we have binding and printing. Sometimes we have making and polishing. It depends on. Clear? And
yes
as you
دكتورة
see, have
thank
it
you.
in your project, it's for the lithium and the other type, for example. You get it? So you have it for both, in even your project part. Any question, my dear? Okay. So that's why I'm telling you, go through the PowerPoint and exercises there to get more. What the different here is also here we have in all exercise that we have in the PowerPoint, it's x greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. Here they said that no, they want 1. Okay, so this is the different here. Okay, is that clear? So if it's clear, just good luck. I have to wish you all of you good luck. In exam, bring your calculator, your tools, so you can your calculator, your ruler, your pencil, and your pen, so you can shade or you can draw as well. And do not
Miss,
forget to fill the answer. Yes, Fatima. Yes.
the recording will be in Moodle.
The recording, yes, I will upload it in Moodle, my dear. It will be 2 parts because I stopped recording and re-record again. Okay?
And Miss, if we have questions, we can ask you in email.
You can ask me and I will answer you, my dear, but do not send me at 2 o'clock, Fatma. You still, you're sending me too late. Okay? Within, yeah, till 8 o'clock, it's okay. Not more, my dear.
In
Okay?
email, right?
And if yeah, you can email me, and if you are not getting it even with the explanation, I can meet with you in Teams if I have time. Okay. Any question, dear? Any question? Okay. So the record, I will upload it for you. Say it, Faisal. I will. Okay, I will upload the record for you. Okay, and it will be in Moodle also. It will be also on Teams, but I will also upload it for you. Because no, if you didn't attend, who are not attending, they will not be able, I think, to get it unless it's for all of you. But I will upload it for you. Okay, that's all for today. I will close the meeting. Okay, good luck, all of you. Mariam, I'm actually still working